the only game that, or the only anime that I've gotten into growing up. There, even though I did start it out at the age of 10 and really grew to my appreciation for the actual gaming world, but along the ways I did watch the anime and enjoy its take on newfound possibilities for exploration and discovery and all that kind of stuff. But that was pretty much the start of me loving anime a little bit more. And what really made it go further than that was when I started middle school. I started watching the TV show that would be well known today as Dragon Ball Z. It's still going on as one of the greatest animes ever made, and I couldn't help watch it when I was a kid. I was pretty much the boy that wanted to throw punches and flying kicks and Kamehameha waves and all that kind of stuff. You know, it pretty much a nostalgic feeling right there. But after watching Dragon Ball Z, I started getting curious a little more about the different animes that popped up along the years as well in America, in the USA, more on the Adult Swim on Cartoon Network and the show Toonami that still is popular today, even though it got taken down a while ago and was rebroadcasted on air in the Adult Swim segment. I watched Gundam. Inuyasha was anime I started discovering. If it was on Sailor Moon, it was alright. But I really wanted to catch this feel for it, because all the other shows that I've watched when I was a kid was pretty much the usual ones that would come on, such as Ren and Stimpy, Animaniacs, Dexter's Lab, Two Stupid Dogs, and still one of my favorites today is Ed, Edd n Eddy. All the casual cartoons, and I didn't think much a difference between the two, but animation is animation, and regardless of what different styles that you guys make, it's still pretty unique. When I started getting later into high school, I started watching the much famous Naruto, still regarded as the big three that everybody loves. And it was just pretty much at the time when it was still creeping up in popularity. It was very, very energetic and very interesting, especially with the personality that Naruto has, as well as the other characters that balance him out. It's this show that has the characteristic personalities that they have that really made it better than Dragon Ball Z, even though I kept up with the heroes and their unique quirks to them. But with Naruto, it really solidified their personalities and their development as they grew up. But later along the years, I started falling a little ways from Naruto and Bleach, and it just didn't really appeal to me very much, since like everybody started getting into the craze and they all loved the same thing. And it's not a bad thing. It's uncomfortable being in the same room with people that hyperventilate over the extreme amazement to these shows and comparisons to, like, oh, ninjas can beat shinigamis, or oh, no way, pirates have the upper hand on everyone else. It just didn't really pan well for me, and I didn't want to do the comparisons of what's good and what's bad. You know, I wanted to enjoy the show for its storyline, and the big three do have storylines, and it's really appealing. But I wanted the show to be not elongated and dated and whatnot, and too many characters to keep up with. After high school, going into college, I started keeping up with different other animes that really had a more refined story to it, and it did become harder and harder to try and find it, because not a lot of animes have been coming into the United States in the first place, and it was really depressing having to do that. So I had to go online to watch these shows like Crunchyroll or I don't want to name the other websites because they're going to be taken down eventually. So watch other shows, the Funimation channel on YouTube. They're all very nice. Kept up with a couple of shows, but up to that point, there was one show that stood out from all the rest that I still appreciate, even more than Full Metal Alchemist, IGPX, Eureka 7, and the new show Attack on Titan, of course. But the show Excel World still remains to this day as my favorite all-time anime. Written by, hold on one moment, I want to bring his name up so I can say it right. Reki Kawahara. He has done such a marvelous job with the plot that was written, that he wrote in the light novels, and the characters are brought up so well-rounded and developed refinedly, and all revolving around their personal life experiences towards interacting with, pardon me, all revolving around their interactions between them and their personal experiences in a gaming world. Haru, who is a very short and very plump kid, picked on, not popular at all, and really struggling with trying to fit in with everyone else. He does not have an easy life, and thanks to the efforts of who was known as the White Snow Princess, or Black Lotus, if you will, she gives him the opportunity to engage in the gaming world, Excel World, explaining the advantages to have Burst Link and its role with the Excel World program and the games along with it. Along the way, he battles different characters that really affect the plot line. Sai Empire, the Chrono Beast, and still one of my favorite douchebag characters of all time, Nomi Seiji, also known as Dust Taker. I'm not going to spoil anything with this plot line, but let me tell you, the overall story and the characters are absolutely fun to watch, and very gripping when you see them interact. I haven't seen any other anime to really top this. I mean, in my personal opinion, it is one of the greatest animes to date so far. Overall, that is my personal opinion in the matter. But one thing that really depresses me about this is that it has not given another chance to go for a second season, even though I've already seen on forums that people are asking, oh, where's the next season? Or how am I supposed to keep track of the show and stay with the cliffhangers? And yes, I had the same problems with it too. There's 3 major things that really doesn't feel answered. And I don't think it means that Excel World is gone forever. It's probably still in the process of trying to go for another series of episodes, but with the popularity of another anime that was written by the same author, known as Sword Art Online, which it's an okay anime. I didn't really think it drove on too much. The animation and the story is pretty good. The characters kind of really put me off sometimes. But Excel World, I really wish would get a second chance in extending the plot and really finishing with the tale of it. I'm already collecting books or the light novels from Japan to kind of get the appreciation for it and show that I'm enthusiastic story reader, if you will. And hopefully it will bloom out to be a really great turnout for making more great episodes and entertaining everyone to great lengths, especially with the animation, the characters, and the story alike. I really don't want anime to be that one category where it's all just ponage and violence and all that kind of stuff. I want them to focus more on the characters and on the plot and the trip that goes along with all of them. You know, just call me one of those old-fashioned people who just want to look for a good story and really enjoy a good TV show once in a while. So, if any of you have a favorite anime or a good nostalgia feeling towards a particular TV show, I'd like you guys to listen down here. I really want to keep looking up at all these different animes that I may have missed along the way, and hopefully you guys will give me some good insight on it. Alright? See you guys later.